Thank you. All right, everyone, quiet on set. What's up, bro? Where's your suit? I don't have it. You had an entire off-season to prepare for this moment and you forgot your suit?
And we're live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another season of Maverick Postgame. The usual suspects, Joe, Azar, and Bryce Reedy, back again. We hope you are happy to see us, but we know you are more likely crying over the realization they still haven't found a way to fire us.
Not to worry, though. We're here to cheer you up with some football highlights from last weekend's showdown between CMU and Chadron State. And the Mavs won their season opener on the road and look to continue their momentum heading back to Stoker Stadium, which we have highlights for you right now from the game over the weekend. And it was a great game between two powerhouse teams, with the Mavs looking for a second win as David Tan gets things started off with a 4-yard run to give them a 7-0 lead early on. And then the Mavs continued their...
They did continue their momentum as Sean Rubacaba. Here's a play-action pass, looks deep, throws, and look who he finds. It's Vernell Moon, wide open, a 50-yard bomb, and it's 14-0 Mavericks.
Dustin Rivas then with the pick in the back of the end zone to give the ball back to the Mavericks, his first of 3 on the day.
Yeah, then Chadron State answered back, though, quickly. Marcus Brown, 76-yard bomb there, too. What a play that was. They made it a game, 14-6 after a missed extra point.
Vernell Moon, on the other hand, had something to say to that. I'm going to take your 56-yard touchdown and make it an 81-yard touchdown for a 21-6 Maverick lead.
Yeah, Vernell Moon there blew a kiss to our cameraman. We love you too, Vernell, but Mavericks couldn't pull away. That's Zachary James with a punt block. He returns it 25 yards for the touchdown. A good special teams play there by Chadron State. It's 21-13 at that point.
And I told you Dustin Rivas had 3 picks on the day. Here's his second one coming in clutch right along the sideline. Crucial point.
Mavericks now starting to pull away. There is a 1-yard touchdown run by Darian Williams to make this score 37-20.
And of course, Dustin Rivas had to finish things off with a 3rd pick and a return it for a touchdown to give the Mavs a commanding lead and the victory in this one.
A fantastic, fantastic performance by the Maverick defense. They win the game 47 to 33. The Mavs walk away with the victory. CMU is now 12-2 in their last 14 games dating back to last season. Dustin Rivas, 3 interceptions, including a pick 6. Vernell Moon had 2 touchdowns on those deep routes. And quarterback Sean Rubacaba had a pretty good day throwing the football. 396 yards, including a pair of touchdowns. We caught up with those 3 and Coach Martin after the game. Check it out.
You know, overall, I'm very pleased with the defense. If you take a look at it, you know, 3 of their scores, they had 2 big pass plays. You know, they got some big talented and the receivers fast, and so you know they hit a couple of them there. It wasn't like we were in terrible position. He just beat us, and that's we got to work on that. But then one of them was also off a block punt. Our special teams has to continue to get better on that standpoint. And so really, there was only one time they drove the football on us. And I don't mind if we give up a few first downs on things. Our guys really, I thought, played well defensively. I'm happy overall. We'll take a look at it. I know there's things we can continue to get better at, but overall, very, very pleased.
Jackson, George, Gary, Tony, and also our safeties coming in, they're all playing great. And I was just the lucky one to be able to get the interceptions, and you know, we always try and score with them as well. But our defense is coming together, and it's something that, especially for next week, this was a good way to lead into some of the interceptions, because next week we're going to get a lot of balls in the air, and we got to make it.
I was kind of nervous. I was just, man, hopefully this guy don't catch back up to me. I really want this touchdown for Warby. And that first touchdown of the season, it's hard to get out the way.
Now with that win, the Mavs are sure to move up in the national rankings from a number 25, and that's going to set up a matchup between two Goliaths next week as CMU will travel to Golden to take on the 10th ranked Colorado School of Mines. Now last season the Mavs walked away with a win late in the year against the Orediggers in what many saw as a playoff type game. Speaking with the players after the Chadron game, they were viewing this matchup with Mines as another playoff game, just, the third game in the season. So the two teams will kick it off at action on noon.
Men's soccer struggled on a tough trip to Texas this past weekend. They were unable to walk away with a win in either game. The Mavs had to rally against St. Mary's on Friday to earn a 1-1 draw, but unfortunately they weren't able to rally Sunday in a 2-1 loss to the 7th-ranked team in the nation, St. Edwards. Roy Abigail did score a goal in each of the two games, giving him 4 goals in as many games this season. The team will now begin conference play against Metro State and University of Colorado Springs starting on Friday.
Now moving to women's soccer, it seemed as the narrative wouldn't change for the team as the season began with a 1-0 loss on Sonoma State on Thursday. However, CMU took 9 shots in the game, but they just couldn't get anything in the back of the net. Now their luck changed though as they went and converted goal chances into goals with a 2-0 win against Humboldt State, where Amanda Wenzel and Alexis Alliard were the two that scored for the Mavericks in a fantastic display for the Lady Mavs. Now they will travel down to face Angelo State Wednesday before heading back home for their home opener on against Westminster on Sunday.
And quickly, we want to give a shout out to women's rugby for their dominant 97-5 win over Northern Colorado. But now it is time for our Maverick of the Week, and it was a pretty obvious pick for our first honor of the season. It's the RMAC Defensive Player of the Week, Dustin Rivas.
Rivas showed that Rivas Island is alive and well this season after a terrific performance that saw him pick the ball off 3 times and return one of them to the end zone. Now this performance also saw him win the National Football Foundation Colorado Chapter Player of the Week award, and we congratulate Rivas on such a great display over the weekend.
That is all the time we have for today. Catch us next week for all the latest news and scores from the world of Maverick sports. With Bryce Reedy, I'm Joe Azar, wishing you guys a happy week, Mavs.